Welcome to Teaching Kids Adverbs. Adverbs describe verbs. Explain to kids that adverbs answer 3 questions about the verbs they describe: how, when, and where. Review the 3 examples with kids. The snail crawled slowly. How? Slowly. The snail crawled today. When? Today. And the snail crawled outside. Where? Outside. Remind kids that a verb tells what the action is in a sentence. And let's look at the ones we're going to work with. Rides, runs, waits, fell, grew, roars, glows, played, entered, and swam. Review with kids that an adverb is a word that tells more about a verb. And there are 3 types of adverbs that answer questions: adverbs of manner, how, adverbs of time, when, and adverbs of place, where. And in our example, the adverb of manner, how, was slowly. The adverb of time, when, was today. And the adverb of place, where, was outside. So begin by having kids practice the adverbs of manner. How, as in how did the snail crawl? This is a template for the first practice page for kids, and that will be used in the demonstration. Now kids are going to complete each sentence with the adverbs of manner that answer the question how. We have our first one completed for us. She rides carefully. How? Carefully. We have 5 other adverbs that are underlined that we are going to place in each of the sentences. We have fast, quickly, happily, loudly, and quietly. So let's look at our second one. The dog runs quickly. There's our adverb quickly, and kids will write quickly in this space. Q-U-I-C-K-L-Y. Let's look at our next one. The flower grew. How? Fast. The flower grew fast. Our next one. The mouse entered. How? Quietly. Q-U-I-E-T-L-Y. The mouse entered quietly. The tree fell. How? Loudly. L-O-U-D-L-Y. And our last one, the duck swam. We have one left, and that would be happily. H-A-P-P-I-L-Y. So let's read all our sentences. She rides carefully. The dog runs quickly. The flower grew fast. The mouse entered quietly. The tree fell loudly. The duck swam happily. And this is a completed example. To reinforce the concept that adverbs answer questions about verbs, we're going to have kids write the adverb that answers each question. Now with kids, or have kids, write the adverb that answers the question. Our first one is done for us. She rides carefully. How does she ride? Carefully. The dog runs quickly. How does the dog run? Quickly. The flower grew fast. How did the flower grow? Fast. The mouse entered quietly. How did the mouse enter? Quietly. The tree fell loudly. How did the tree fall? Loudly. The duck swam happily. How did the duck swim? Happily. So let's read each adverb. Carefully, quickly, fast, quietly, loudly, and happily. This is a completed example. Now have kids fill in the adverbs for the rest of our sentences. The ones that were underlined, fast, carefully, quickly, happily, and quietly, were used in the past example. So now have kids use the adverbs that are not underlined to make the sentences complete. Okay. The snail crawled slowly. We know that from before. So slowly, S-L-O-W-L-Y. Then we have to cross that one off, or let's underline it. Okay, the dog waits patiently. That's kind of a long word. Let's see if we can fit it in. I think we're going to, yay. Okay, the cat slept well. The moon, oops, I did underline it. The moon glows, brightly. Brightly. The lion roars. We have boldly left and safely. I think it's boldly. Okay, let's underline that. And what do we have left? He played safely. So our adverbs are slowly, patiently, well, brightly, boldly, and safely. And this is the completed example. And now have kids practice the adverbs of time. When, as in when did the snail crawl? This is a template for the student practice page and used in the demonstration lesson. Now kids will choose the adverb of time when the verb happens. So we have our first example here. She rides daily. And in this activity, kids are going to look for the words that are underlined to use in the spaces. So we have daily already done. The other choices will be already, first, finally, early, and often. Okay, the dog runs often. So we're going to write that in the space, or the kids will write this word in the space. Often. Okay. The flower grew already. Already. The mouse entered early. The tree fell finally. Finally. And the duck swam first. And there is our adverb first. So now let's read all of our adverbs. Daily, often, already, early, finally, and first. And this is a completed example. Now have kids write the adverb that answers the question. And remember, these are the when questions. This is a completed example. She rides daily. When does she ride? Daily. The dog runs often. When does the dog run? Often. The flower grew already. When did the flower grow? Already. The mouse entered early. When did the mouse enter? Early. The tree fell finally. When did the tree fall? Finally. The duck swam first. When did the duck swim? First. Now we're going to have kids finish the sentences with the adverbs of time that answer when have not been used. And they are today, frequently, now, sometimes, later, and yesterday. This is a completed example, and the adverbs are today, frequently, later, now, sometimes, and yesterday. Now kids will have the opportunity to work on the adverbs of place. They will answer where, as in where did the snail crawl? Now we're going to have kids complete each sentence by putting in the adverb of place, answering where. So we have 6 underlined adverbs that we're going to choose from: down, far, inside, away, everywhere, and up. So let's look at the first one. She rides everywhere. The next one. The dog runs far. Then the flower grew up. The mouse entered inside. The tree fell down. And the duck swam away. And this is the completed example. We're going to have kids answer each question with the correct adverb. And our first one is done for us. She rides everywhere. Where does she ride? Everywhere. The dog runs far. Where does the dog run? Far. The flower grew up. Where did the flower grow? Up. The mouse entered inside. Where did the mouse enter? Inside. The tree fell down. Where did the tree fall? Down. And the last one, the duck swam away. Where did the duck swim? Away. Now we're going to have kids complete each sentence with the remaining adverbs of place, which answer where. So we have the snail crawled outside, the dog waits downstairs, the cat slept nearby, the moon glows above, the lion roars here, and the last one, he played there. And this is the completed example. Now we've come to our last activity. Have kids circle the adverb in each sentence. Then write what it tells, how, what, or where. The first sentence is, she rides daily. Daily is the adverb, so kids would circle the word daily and then write when, because it tells when. The tree fell down. Down is the adverb, and it tells us where. The duck swam away. Away is the adverb, and it tells us where. The tree fell loudly. Loudly is the adverb, and it tells us how. The moon glows brightly. Brightly is the adverb, and it tells us how. The cat slept later. Later is the adverb, and it tells us when. The snail crawled slowly. Slowly is the adverb, and it tells us how. And our last sentence, the dog runs far. Far is the adverb, and it tells us where. This is a completed example. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. And as always, I will leave the link for all the templates used in this video in the description section.